The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Listener or viewer discretion is advised. This podcast episode is for educational purposes. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast does not reflect the views of our employers. Where applicable, any allegations are alleged until proven in a court of law.
Thank you so much for watching this upcoming episode. Please don't forget to like, follow, and share. Hey Ousters, we are back with another episode, and before we get started and get into it, we want to highlight a few things of what's happening as of now as we are recording this episode. And one is, first, Robert Brooks. We want to say rest in peace to Robert Brooks' family. If you do not know what's happening here, this man was in custody and was basically beat, I want to say, to death in the care of New York City Corrections officers. And there have been no indictments kind of handed down. So look the case up for yourself. At some point, we are going to do a story on this. It's an episode on this, and it's probably going to be our next one. But rest in peace, Robert Brooks. I hope that your family will get the justice that they need, and justice for you for this unnecessary loss of life.
Brutal loss of life. That's a horrible way to go. And allegedly, that's what happened. Allegedly.
Right.
Throw that out there.
Correct, because no one's been indicted. But I think as far as the last update, there were about 4 more people that were fired or suspended that's stemming from this. So if I'm not mistaken, it's a bunch of different people that were involved in it or hiding it that are either being suspended or losing their jobs behind it. So look for that coming soon. And then, of course, there's a slew of wildfires in California right now that's destroying homes and businesses. And please remember, that's not just Hollywood. Real people live there.
Right. Girl, yes.
I think one of the first, maybe affluent, maybe not, Black neighborhoods in California, Altadena, was severely impacted, and a lot of people are losing their homes or have lost their homes. So prayers to you guys, and always remember, if you want to help, donate to reputable sources like the Red Cross.
So after talking about that, it makes it makes it hard to get into the fun topic, right?
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, oh shit. Maybe we should just head into Robert Brooks right now.
But I think this topic is actually, it's not funny. It's a light topic, but it can go deeper. Because, whenever we start on a topic, we be thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be real easy. And then boom.
Rabbit hole.
There it is. So sis,
okay,
you brought this to my attention. Let's go for it.
Okay. So the question is, I already feel like we're probably going to be on the same page. That's why we were asking for, hey, y'all want to weigh in? Holler at us so we can get some other opinions. But I feel like a lot of women might agree.
Right. Okay.
So it was inspired by a BuzzFeed article that came across our feed. And, we can't always catch things in the moment that we see it.
Right.
But it is actually from June, where I'll read the title and who wrote it. But it's millions of women on TikTok are sharing how trusting their husband with their best friend ruined their marriage. Now, it was by Krista Torres, and there's a comment there, which I believe is hers, where it says, yeah, I had that. They're married now and expecting a baby next month. So the question of the day, would you trust your best friend with your husband? Your face is telling me without telling me. It's speaking for you.
So I think some people have different levels of what they consider a best friend,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, when we first started talking about the topic, when you first brought the topic to me, the first thing I thought about is our grandmother, right? And our grandmother was like, hey, I don't care who it is. You don't invite another woman into your house, no matter who it is. You don't invite another woman in your house. And I think she means that on a couple of levels. A lot of times when people say things, we look at it so matter of fact. Never invite another woman into your house doesn't just mean never have another woman come live with you. It means you have to be mindful of who you're letting in your space. In your house means information that you share with people, right? And so I've always had that in the back of my mind, and especially considering some family dynamics that I'm aware of.
Yep.
Right? So trust my best friend. Hell, trust
I see you trying to choose your words.
I am.
Without giving out the family business.
Explain that to me. Anyway, so I feel like we discussed earlier when you first brought the topic and we were like really talking, just analyzing it right together, me and you. It's definitely situational, right? Like you definitely have an open door invitation. I don't care what man is here, what man is in my life, right? Because I know you as an individual. So if you feel skeptic about your best friend and your man, there's already a problem, right? Is it just me? And if you are too comfortable with funny looking shit, there's already a problem. You not gonna listen. First of all, if I'm your friend, I ain't flirt with your man no way. As a matter of fact, if I love you like that, we cool like that, I'm not even putting myself in any situation that can even be caused in the present. I'm not coming to your house and you're not home. I don't care. I don't care that you trust me. Now, you're a little different. I will leave you in my house with my boo thing.
Because I'd be like, don't even try me. Even if
not only would you be like,
this will be like,
not only would you be like, don't try me, but you will call me and be like, girl, this motherfucker tried me. Right? And that's who I am. I be like, bitch, yo, he tried it. And I want you to know he tried it.
It ain't happening.
And I had it happen. I had that happen. And I share that experience because my foster sisters, those are my sisters. We might not be blood, but those are my sisters. But one of my sisters, boo thing, tried it. Girl,
Really?
dead ass. And I was like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you thought. I don't know if you thought because we not blood
Oh
that you was
wow.
gonna try. But nah, bruh. Fuck no. And not only is it fuck no, but I'm calling my motherfucking sister and letting her know. Bitch, you tried it. And then I told him that I was gonna
Mm.
tell. I said, hey, listen, I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you thought.
But honey.
But not
Mm.
only am I
Okay.
gonna check you, but I'm
Yeah.
calling my sister.
I
I'm calling.
have a. Oh my
Yo,
gosh.
I can't believe yo, that nigga tried it, dead ass. Like, yo, this how it started. And then he tried to blame me for it. This how it started. Once upon a time on FB, they had the
Hmm.
poking game. Poke. The
Okay.
poke. You poke,
You can
I
poke
poke, you
people.
poke people.
Okay.
I will poke.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will poke men, women, family, poke.
Equally poked.
Equally poke.
Equally poked.
Everybody can catch this poke because I want to win.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
So I sit there, poke, 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 poke.
Y'all all getting it.
Y'all motherfuckers get the poke. I'm poking y'all motherfuckers. Poking the shit out y'all. I know I probably poked you a time or two because I'm going to poke.
It's been a while since I've remembered the poking feature, so I mean, it's been. You asked me to remember shit. I can't remember what I did last week. Some
So
days.
hold on. So just hear me out.
Got it.
Um, so innocent, right?
Yeah.
So when I ratted him out, and I really don't want to say ratted it out because I wasn't implemented in it. I was just like, oh, bitch, really? Okay. He tried to say, well, she was poking me. This is what I did to my sister. This is what I did. I screenshotted all my motherfucking pokes. Everybody that I poked.
Wow.
Men with I told her, I said, you can clearly see. I poke women.
Poking you all.
Poke, 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 poke. I'm poking. I screenshot it, sent it to her to let her know, hey, listen, this is just something I do. So he's trying to twist it to cover his ass now. Because he
Mhm.
thought, but he thought wrong. Don't play with me.
Can I ask you how she played it? Because
I
sometimes.
was scared to go with her. I was scared initially to go to her about it. So I wanted her to call me versus texting. Sis, when you get a minute, I really need you to call me.
Oh wow.
It's important. She called me, and even though I was scared, because you never know how people can take shit, right?
It might be
It could
like,
have
you just
it could have
jealous and all that
backfired,
other
right?
shit.
It could have backfired, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
knew me enough to know, nah, listen, there's a lot of things you can say about Janine. That ain't one.
Hmm. I'm glad she could see Pat and know that it wasn't,
And
because
I'm
someone would
happy
be
she
like,
did too,
you
because I
know.
was really concerned. As a matter of fact, me and her so tight that somebody else that I was dating had tried it too. Psychopath.
Really?
Psychopath.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right, girl.
Oh,
Yes,
I think
that's
your
right.
sister's flirting with me.
Be like, I forgot about that. Yo.
Remember that? Remember that shit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
for a split second, like my sister is she, like you, absolutely beautiful. Y'all beautiful. Just throwing it out
Thank
there.
you, thank you.
Um, and for a minute, if you're a weak-minded person, you'll let them kind of like interfere with that, right? But I was
Yeah.
like, nah, bitch, that's you. That's you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not
Mm-hmm.
her, that's you. Right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes people, what do they call that? Deflect, deflect, right?
Yes.
Deflect.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Nah, baby, that's you. But what you're not gonna do is think that you're gonna come in between this. And he tried it. He called my sister.
I remember you telling me about that. Oh, that's right. That was
And she was like this.
mm-hmm.
She was like, uh, just like this. Uh,
Wasn't she
is
like
he, is he, is he with, is he with his mother? Is Janine okay? Yeah, Janine's okay. Is Reese okay?
mm,
I said that out loud, didn't I?
it's
It's
fine.
like, are the kids okay? Is Janine okay? Everybody okay? Everybody okay? Then why are you on my phone?
I remember you telling me
Why
that
are you on
story.
my phone? And he was like,
Who was it? It wasn't It wasn't. I couldn't remember. It wasn't Sylvia?
it was Keista, my baby sister. Keista.
Okay, from Fayetteville military.
Correct. But she's not, she went
Okay.
to
Okay.
Hawaii.
Sorry,
She was in Hawaii for a minute. Girl, I wish I
girl.
could have went, but them tickets.
I don't know. Back in the day, they were about $600 a pop. What are they now?
When she was there, I googled it because I was like, she was like, Janine, if you come here, you can stay with me, and I was like, oh, I would love it. And then I googled it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like $2,000 for a plane ticket. I was like,
What? That's the inflation rate. What? That's insane.
I'm not going there. But anyway, it's not the
Okay.
point.
Okay. Okay.
Whole nother topic. But she was just like, is everybody okay? Everybody good? So why are you on my phone now? And then she texts me. She's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is he thinking? And then I stepped out the movie theater because I was actually in the movie theaters watching movies, chilling. And she's like, sis,
You weren't with him at the
I
movie
was
theater.
not.
You were with your girlfriend. You was having a girls' night
I
or
was
something
having a
like
girls'
that.
night out.
Mm-mm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and the kids were with the with my parents, with the grandparents. Remember? That's
I
before
remember this shit.
before she passed away, right? She used to always right.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, bring the kids over here. Oh, bring the kids over here. Oh, bring the kids. No problem. Hey, yeah, drop these motherfuckers off. I'm all on the way.
Off you
Off
go.
you go. Choo, choo, choo. I want Josh to help me with my closet. Oh, no problem, Ma. Right around the corner. Gone out. So with this topic, it's a little
Mhm.
touchy. And I wasn't expecting it to be touchy, but now, like so
Yeah.
many times once we get into it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yeah,
We bringing up stuff. I
but
don't know. Like I try to think about it, and I don't think I've ever had someone
try it.
come to me.
Okay,
They've never tried it with me.
okay. And but listen, is it just me? Because sometimes and I told you I'm like that. I'll get offended because I'll be thinking to
Oh
myself,
my god.
what the fuck about me? What the fuck have I said, did for you to feel like you could fucking try me like that, bitch?
I think some of those people, someone who does something like that, I think that they're so self-absorbed that they just assume that like I'm the
Next
next
best
best thing
thing.
since sliced bread. So everybody
Want
gonna want
me?
some of me. And that's that narcissistic shit that be, in my opinion. I think that's how they see it. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I've had anyone that I was dating try to, or anyone that my friends was dating, because our tastes were so
Different?
our tastes were so completely different that it would never ever happen.
Right.
So when I was in my former marriage,
Hmm.
this is when I first got the inkling that I think this motherfucker would probably cheat on me, and he did. Because he was he was a little bit too interested in someone else's breast area at a function. So
What?
I have been on that side of it, and that was the thing that I was talking to you that we're probably going to edit out.
So can I ask a question though? The
Yeah.
person
Uh-huh.
that he was clearly too obsessed with that area.
But it was kind of like,
What was their take on it? Cause see, I would have been like, the fuck?
I don't know if oblivious was if oblivious could be a word, that could be it. But at the same time, I could have been a little bit insecure, right? So it's hard to kind of see what is your insecurity making an appearance versus actual fact. Now, some of it was my insecurity. Like, I could have been like, well, we're married. I'm not really concerned about it, but I should have been concerned about it. I should have been concerned about it, but not with that person.
Hence this article. Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. Right?
Okay.
So I feel I'm not 100% confident, but I'm about 95% confident, considering our family history, that wouldn't really be something that would be considered. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm-mm.
But that's when I knew. I was like, I think it's not like something that was, it's not something that was forefront to my mind, but my feelings was like, I don't know, I'm feeling some kind of way about this, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. And I knew I was uncomfortable, but like, as I fast forward and everything transpired, I kind of had the sense, I was like, oh, that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
know
your
subconscious knew.
Yeah, my subconscious knew 100%. But it wasn't about the other person, it was about him.
I got you.
And I was like, oh, this motherfucking would. But I think it was a good thing, because it kind of put me in tune to pay better attention to what he was up to. And thank God I was.
I'm sorry.
Probably not fast enough, though.
It happened when it was supposed to happen. Like you tell me, right? I just feel like so some of the people were like, oh, I trust my best friend with my man. And I'm like, I hope it doesn't turn around to backfire. Like, I don't want to wish anything bad. Like, if that works for you, who am I? Right? I just know it wouldn't. Thank you. I just know me personally, nah, bruh. Nah, sis. Y'all too. Y'all, we not doing that. Not only that, but again, like I said earlier, like, I'm not gonna go to my best friend's house, my homegirl's house, associate's house, and hang out with their husband, or hang out at their house, and the other party that I'm best friends with ain't there. Now, I dated somebody that had a female best friend, and they used to go out of town, trips together, and the whole nine. Her husband didn't give a shit. And I'm like,
but did they have some sort of arrangement relationship? Because that's the only way that I can see that, like,
what do you mean?
Like, some people are in a marriage of convenience, right? But we can't pretend like that shit doesn't exist. Okay. So, I mean, I just know I wouldn't be okay with my husband traveling out of town with the opposite sex. Period. But I've had to do that. The thing is, I've had to do that, but not like in one of my prior jobs. We did a lot of traveling, and most of the time it was group things. But like, there was one instance where I had to do, like, we called it ride-alongs. We had to do a ride-along, but it was from someone who was in a certain department who happened to be a male. It was awkward for me. I was like, oh, this is awkward. But Q was fine with it. He trusted me enough to know that I wasn't gonna, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not a cheating girl.
Right.
Woman, not girl, sorry.
I got you.
But he knew, so he trusted me in that sense. I'm like, I don't know if I could extend that same trust. I'm just being very, very honest. And it's not from him specifically. It's just my prior experience. Like, I'm always going to give someone the side eye.
That looks weird.
That's just because I had one cheating husband enough to kind of make me feel, which I guess is kind of unfair. It might be a little bit unfair, but it's dictated by my experience.
A little
Just
unfair,
saying.
but to a little unfair, but understanding, and I'm pretty sure he understands, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
him and his love for you, he knows, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I, you know,
And he travels all the time, but not with other females.
right.
It's
Shit,
yes,
nowadays,
that kind of.
nowadays they could be traveling with other males, and you still got the word.
Damn it. we just we just can't win. This is true. You be hearing these stories about I don't know. But that's what made me ask,
His
like
ma-
the other couple, like do they have some sort of
so I
arrangement?
don't think so, but like, or there have been cases where not just your best friend, but there have been situations where a guy's been best friend, and you're like, girl, if I could find that article, if I could find that story, I would send it to you. But the girl,
No.
I was watching,
Mm.
yes, I was watching YouTube, and the chick was like, so my boo thing has a best friend. Never thought nothing of it. Said said I went to Boo Thing's house, because Boo Thing said I could come over whenever I want to. I went to Boo Thing's house. I had a key. I walked in. She said I wasn't quiet about it because I wasn't insecure. I didn't think anything of it. She said she opened up she said she thought she heard something, a commotion, but she really couldn't make it out. I guess because her mind wasn't thinking that, you know,
I'm like, yeah,
but since,
that would have never.
right? If you would have came home and heard some commotion with Quincy and a guy, it would have never even entered your mind, right? You'd be
No,
like, oh, I
no.
hear a commotion, but you're not thinking that commotion.
Hell no, I would.
So she said she heard commotion, but she really wasn't legit thinking along that lines. And so she said when she opened up the door, she was in utter fucking shock.
I bet.
She was like, she said she was like in such shock that
Hmm.
she said she couldn't even move. She was just like waiting for her eyes to catch up, waiting for her brain to catch up with her eyes, like just
No,
staring. She said she was just standing there staring
no way.
in shock.
That's
And
devastating.
she
Damn.
said they just kept on going. And then and so she closed the door. She's like, I'm just gonna close.
But they knew she.
And then when she closed the door, still in shock, closed the door, kind of processing it, right? What she just saw. Her man chases her and is like, I was just curious. We
Bullshit.
were just experimenting. I was just curious. We were just curious. But that's your best friend?
That's cap. Ain't no way.
No, honey, that's your boyfriend.
I mean, here's the deal.
If
Like, if you want both,
say it,
hey,
let's go
you
to
get
vote.
both. Hey, but give somebody a choice to co-sign that type
Like,
of
could you
relationship.
like? So, I mean, I'm sorry, and this might come off wrong. I don't know how it's gonna come off. Something in my damn eye. Um, I'm just not a trusting person. I've heard so much. I've seen
Mhm.
so much. I've dealt with so much in my life,
Yeah.
and in other people's lives that are close to me. So I'm just not a trusting person. And call me unfair. Call me unfair.
Mhm.
Um, but what you're not gonna do is get over on it. You're not. By the time, by the time you think it, listen. By the time it even crosses your mind, I already unpeeped it.
Okay, I did have this happen to me once that I was like, I don't know if anyone's ever tried to use me as a, but it was never from friends. It was a coworker who I honestly thought he was trying to holler at me.
Okay.
Now, rarely do I ever get the he's trying to holler at me vibe because shit be just floating over my head and I'd be oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, hey, maybe we can go hang out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Or maybe we were trying to get a spades game together. And it was supposed, I don't remember all the details, but I remember thinking like, yeah, I don't know about this. And then come to find out, I thought he was, but come to find out, like I find out a couple of weeks later, the fucking dude is engaged to be married. And I was like,
But he is,
wait, what?
but he's,
He was engaged to be married. And then he said something else like right before I was leaving.
but he was smashing a
and
dude?
He was trying to be no, he was engaged to be married to some girl. And I was like, why are you trying to make plans to hang out with me if you're engaged to somebody?
Messy.
And he fucking tried to shade me one day. And I was like, I shaded his ass right back. And it was in front of a couple of people. And I was like, no. This is why from that experience and one other, I was like, I can't. But he tried it. And I was like, why are you excuse me, you're engaged to be married. Why are you trying to make plans to hang out with other girls? You got like, is that okay? Because it wouldn't be okay with me if I was your soon to be wife. And I was, but I had that happen to me, and I was like, all right, I see how you roll, but it ain't happening.
Not here, right? No, right.
No.
Yeah, yo. Sometimes people
like
be on
stupid.
sometimes people be on some fuck shit like,
seriously.
Really? You thought that? I don't even know how you thought that. Like, I don't know. I just know if they're comfortable with it, that I hope it don't backfire. But my personal experience and my personal belief is, oh, you boasting about that shit.
Yeah. Be mindful, because
if it backfires, post about that too.
Well, the thing is, here's what kind of comes to mind. Like, even if like you don't have like you have two different types of taste when it comes to your guy. That doesn't necessarily mean that is never, like, I think if the opportunity presented itself when all the right things fell into place, regardless, it can easily happen. Like, let's say, here's what I'm saying. Like, if my best friend, I'm going to use Mary as the example. I would never date the kind of guys that she would ever marry.
Okay.
Or that she would mess with. Ever.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Okay.
But if you throw people in each other's presence enough, because you just want the love of your life to be friends with your best friend, who's probably your other bestie for life, could you be throwing them together all the time, create an environment where they start to look differently at each other because you're creating the environment? So, like, I wouldn't even invite that type of behavior into, like, I wouldn't be as at the age that I am now, I would never invite like my bestie to be so close in a relationship with everything that's going on in my household and my spouse. I would never create that kind of environment, because even if you think they ain't my type, there's a tons of people out there that don't seem like they're each other's types, but they somehow manage to be in a relationship. Okay, sorry, just make sure the shit is still recording. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
So I think that the people who are posting that, I think that they're inviting fire into their house by being so open with their friendship and their relationship at the same time.
Too comfortable.
Too comfortable. Absolutely.
And I think you're right. I feel like you're opening up a door, just like people that, and I'm not knocking anybody that's into it. Again, I just throw that out there, right? Just like people that do menage a trois, right?
Girl, no.
Like,
Nope.
oh, now you surprised? How are we
Mm-hmm.
surprised? You invited them
Mm-mm.
into your house. How are you surprised by this?
And then what happens when someone gets confused? Because it's bound to happen. In my, not that I know, because I wouldn't. I couldn't do that.
I don't know. It wouldn't be cool with me if that's
Mm-mm.
what rocks they boat. That's what they rock they boat. I wouldn't be with it. We're not gonna be that close. You're not gonna be flirting with my husband, my man, my boo thing. Heck, even if he not my boo thing, if we kicking it on any sense of level, there's
Yeah.
there's no nah, we're not doing that.
Okay. Ain't no way in hell.
Period. Period.
I just leave it there. Oh, let's go through some of the comments.
Okay, let's just
Wait. Let's see. Oh damn, I gotta find the fucking article. All right, bear with me. If this shit goes froggy, you know why.
I ain't
Um
touching shit. Don't ask me to touch shit, cause
No, you gotta have the thing. Wait, do you have the you have
I'm
your
gonna go.
you
I'm
have it
gonna
on
do it
your
on my
phone?
phone. I ain't touching this shit right here.
Okay.
I'm look.
Okay.
All right. That's yeah. Trello.
Oh shit, did I click? Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me open it up and then I'll close out of Trello. So the shit. Okay, perfect. New screen. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Before we go into these comments here, there was a okay. So according to nationwide responses gathered by the General Social Survey, over 21% of men were unfaithful to their wives, and over 50% of those men admitted they cheated with someone they knew well, like a close friend. And like this article expresses, like if you go to Reddit at any point, you can kind of see how frequently it happens, more than we might think or than we would want to think. Um, but the comments are always gold, whether no matter where you are. So let's go through some of those. Oh crap.
Not that you need to Google husband slept with my best friend to know it happens.
Okay.
What?
So some of the feedback. Okay, if you go down the page, oh my shit's going slow. That's because I got too many shits open. Maybe I need to open it on my phone too. Okay, so these wives are sharing these videos to humble brag about how much they trust both their husbands and their BFF, but many women saw the intimate interactions as red flags, and here are some of the comments that indicate it is a red flag. So if you go below that, that's where some of the comments are.
I'm sorry. This chick
Which
said,
one was it? What was
she said, baby, those folks are in love.
that one was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, girl. That sounds about right.
And not with
And the
you,
next
with
one
each
is
other. Um,
the other one goes, he is hitting that. Oh, for sure. Someone replies.
um, yeah, I had that they are now married. Oh, that's the one. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Um, my best friend just had an affair with my husband. They now live together. The fuck?
Oh no.
That's not your best friend, boo. Um,
No, no.
and that ain't your husband
uh,
either. But go ahead.
nope. Not anymore. I was that girl until he told me he wanted to run away with me and leave her. I politely declined and lost two friends. Ooh, that's a very honest thing to say, that I was the other person. But you lost two friends behind it. And then someone else comments,
But
oof.
how did?
Last time I saw this.
Can we go back to that one right
Ooh.
real quick? Can we go back to that one right there?
Mm-hmm.
I was that girl until he told me he wanted to run away with me and leave her. My thing is, how did you even get to that point?
Fair.
So,
It's brave of her to
so,
admit it.
so you was with it until he wanted to keep you.
Yeah, that's so wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
That's wrong on so many levels.
Okay,
That's so wrong on so many
Okay,
levels.
go ahead. Next.
Then the next
Okay.
person goes, oof. Last time I saw this, I warned my friend. She didn't buy it. 6 months later, she caught them. Ouch, you should have listened.
Sad. Yep. Nope. Not okay with me. Okay, thanks. And I feel like I gave a super secure marriage after 16 years. I feel like I had gave a super secure marriage after 16 years. Okay, I get what they're saying. They say, listen, I've been married for 16 years. I'm not with it. I get it now. Okay.
I might know a thing or two.
Right. Yes, I would take your advice. You seem like you know what you're talking about. Okay. Now,
And this woman says, I'm a single best friend, and absolutely not ever.
That's good shit right there. Okay. I saw this yesterday, and this is insane. My best friend and I get along with each other's husbands, but not like this. I know that's right. I know that's right. Y'all get along too damn. Y'all too good. Y'all too. What's this one? Okay, my best friend and husband.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead. You reading it? Are you gonna read it? Read it.
Before we go, I want you to read that one. No, I want you to read that one. But before we go into the next set of comments, so it's the article goes forward to say it is pretty wild to see that over 80,000 women actually don't care about or dislike their best friend's husbands.
Okay. All right.
And there's that comment.
And let's see. And then here goes this. Okay. My best friend and husband sit in silence if I leave the room because they both low-key hate each.
That's pretty funny.
I ain't got shit to tell you, bitch. I don't even like
one.
You. I'm not sorry. That's too fucking funny.
Right? That's all right by me. It's good.
I'm with it. I appreciate it. I'm not sure my best friend and husband have even high-fived. I know that's right. Let alone let it pull together lovey-dovey, right?
Nothing.
Okay.
Finally, nearly 20,000 people see their best friends' husbands as mere creatures who are just there. Haha. That's fair. That's how I would see it. Like you're just there.
Right, okay. Yeah, so true, right?
Yeah.
Like I do consider don't misunderstand me. Like I do consider Q family, like brother, but not like that. If you can understand what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and if you notice, like whenever so anytime we have family over, and if it's it can vary, right? So if it's you or Barb, he makes himself scarce. He's not trying to be like, he's like, okay, I know who you're here to see, and it ain't me. Bye.
So do you think a part of that is because our history? Not our history, like we're. I don't mean like that, but because of past experiences. Oh, really? Oh, that's
he's just antisocial.
That's how I want my husband to be. Be real antisocial. You don't know none of these motherfuckers. You don't want to know none of these motherfuckers. You want to go hang out in your motherfucking room, play a game. I'm with it.
He'd be like, because he has expressed this before. Like, I know they're not here to see me. They're here to see you, and I'm cool with it. I'm gonna be in this room playing this game, and Deuce will be back and forth however he sees fit. But like he's not rude with it. Like, of course, he'll come say hi. He's like, okay, Barb, hey, nice to see you. Let me give you a hug. Stuff like that. But he won't he won't be all up in the
in the
conversation.
business.
There's none of that shit.
Isn't it kind of suspect?
No.
Isn't it already suspect if you're dating somebody and they want to be all up
Hmm.
in the gossip? Isn't that a red flag for you? Like it would be a red flag for me, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
too interested in the tea. I feel
Hmm.
like I might walk up in the house and open up the door and here comes some commotion.
Fair enough. It's so true. I mean, it's like we can't pretend guys don't gossip because they do. But if they're too
No,
much
you
into
didn't get the
women's
joke. You
gossip,
didn't get the joke. Did you get the joke?
oh
Or did
no,
you
I
get the
did
joke?
get it.
Oh, okay,
You were
okay,
like,
okay.
you go walk up in the door, Karen.
It'd
You
be
gotta.
like this.
Let me close this door politely while you finish your
I
business.
don't know if I would close the door politely. I think yes, I would, because it's still a man nonetheless, and I'm not fighting no man. The old Janine would have fought a man. The old Janine would have totally fought him. The old Janine,
I
yeah.
don't know.
But the new Janine is like, nah, like it takes too long to grow hair back. It takes too long to grow nails back. It takes too long to heal. My body will be sore and shit. No, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Just have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just go
Like, all
ahead.
right,
All right.
let me pack a box.
All
Full of
right.
shit.
All right. Can I
I
just
don't know
can
how I
I
would
just get my
react.
things? All right.
I think it's hard to say how you. I don't know because I'm closing a window. Please forgive me because
It's
my
fine.
computer's
I would be shocked.
okay.
Whether it was
I
I
know.
don't care what sex it is. Male or female, I would be like I would have the same
Mhm.
thing like the fuck?
I mean, it's shocking when you find out someone's cheating on you. Like, but you just don't have to create an environment where it's easier for them to cheat on you. I'm just like,
I feel like it's worse. My personal opinion, right? I feel like
yeah,
that chick, like what she said, like you're losing two people that you loved in one shot, right?
I'm gonna mute myself. You keep talking, but there's a train coming through. So,
Okay. But that's how I feel. I feel like you lose two very important people in your life, right? Or two people that you thought was very important people or had very important roles in your life in one shot. Be like, my man and my friend, that hits that hits a little different. That definitely that's definitely a pause moment. Like, both y'all motherfuckers ain't shit.
yeah, because it's a double whammy. Like, you lose your man and then your best friend, and then don't be the one who decides to lose one and keep the other.
It's okay. It's okay. I get it.
Can you hear it?
I like it though.
It was louder a second ago. Yeah, that's fucked up, girl. Something scandalous is coming your way. Well, Ousters, thank you so much for listening to this episode. But Janine gotta go get stretched. She has to go get stretched. So,
Okay.
thank you so much. Good Lord.
As,
Good Lord.
as always, thank you to everybody that tunes in and listens to us. Even with our weird stuff, right?
Stop being immature. I am going to be mature.
One of us has to be, because I know I sure know how to move it just now. Like, shit. I looked at it and I was like,
Some of us gotta get stretched, and it ain't me. Somebody got a date.
okay, anyway. Okay. As always, thanks to everybody that tunes in and feedback. I feel like we are coming a long way. We're going to continue to grow, and we can't do without you. Any content ideas? And yeah. I gotta go get stretched. How about someone, man?